Hey guys, this is my first pilot vlog. Little background about me. I live here in Buffalo, New York. Play 1-2-1-3-2-5 for the most part. Play over at Seneca and a couple home games. This vlog is really going to be about me just sharing my experiences, the ups and downs of poker. The goal is to move down to Florida and, give poker a shot. Playing poker full time as a career. And sharing that experience. Just a little warning, I don't have much video editing experience. I'm shooting this on my phone. And if you have any questions, comments, feedback, I appreciate everything. Write them down in the comments below. But other than that, let's go play some poker. Hey guys, so done after that session, really good session. I have my notes over here on my computer, and let's go over a couple of hand history, shall we? One of the first hands we played of the night, I was under the gun, +2. Under the gun, a little disclosure, this game was playing like a strong 1-3, 2-5. Under the gun raises it up to 12. I flat call with Queen 10, and two other players call. So we are going to 4 ways to the flop. The flop comes 10, 7, 4, all spades. The under the gun makes the bet and throws out 20. Rather small bet, so we go in for a raise. Raise it up to 45. The two other players fold, and he calls. The turn is a 3 of diamonds. I want to kind of put him on, I want to say an ace of spades, or with a pair right now. Ends up checking. He checks it over. So we go ahead, and I don't like my bet sizing here at all. I think we could have definitely charged more. So we're gonna bet out 50. He pretty quickly calls. So we are going to a river, which is a 9 of hearts. He ends up checking here again. I don't think we're getting much value out of any other hands, and I think if we bet out and we get called, we're not beating anything. We have top pair with a decent kicker, so we end up just checking. We take it down. He has an, like we said, ace of spades and a 7 of hearts. I think we could have got a little more value out of the turn bet, but for the most part, it was a pretty good pot. Just medium, kind of vanilla hands, such as we had queen on the button. Under the gun raises to 7. We get 4 callers, and then I end up raising it up to 25. We get 4 callers after raising it to 25. So we are going 5 ways to a flop of 4, 7, jack, rainbow. Under the gun checks. Everybody checks it around. I bet 75, and we take it down. Alright, for the next hand, we look down at ace, king of clubs. I believe we are big blind for this hand. Under the gun, ends up raising it to 15. Typical, standard in this game. 3 players call. I raise it up on the big blind to 45. Everybody folds. We only get 1 caller. The flop, as good as it comes. 10, jack, queen. It ends up checking around. No backdoor flushes or even flush. Turn is a 7. I bet 25. He ends up raising it up to 50. Call, we go and see a river. So we go to a river, and the river is a blank. It's like a deuce of clubs. We end up, again, he raised us, so we just check it. Put the option in his field. I mean, we have the nuts. Going for value is a good idea here. But just the player was so aggressive. So we go ahead and check it. Try to slow play it. He ends up betting out 50. So He does bet out 1/4 size of the pot in a pretty big pot. But I think it was just, I don't know if it was a value bet, or, you know, trying to look like it was a value bet. But we raised it up to a small re-raise. I guess you could try to rep it bigger. Try to rep a bluff here and overbet the pot possibly. But we want to go. I went for a thin line of value here, which I bet 125. In that case, he did end up folding, but we took down the pot. All right, I apologize. You know, looking over at the screen. This is why I take notes. Not the best at remembering. Well, this hand was pretty interesting. Love your feedback, especially on this hand. I think I made the right play, but at the time, it just was one of those hands where it's like, ooh, kind of don't know what to do in this position. It's one thing I can definitely learn and improve on. So we look down at Queen King of Hearts, under the gun, +2. I limp because I know the player on my left is going to raise, and that's what he does. The player on my left raises it up to 15, 2 other callers, and I flat call. I guess I could have went in for a raise, especially with them playing so loose, but we don't. We end up flat calling. The flop comes out Jack, Jack, King with 2 diamonds. Small blind ends up betting out 25. I call, just flat calling. Player on the left of me calls, and then the fourth player ends up putting in a raise of 75. The small blind calls, and I go in the tank, well into the tank. It's just a really awkward situation. I ultimately make the fold. It ended up going straight down to the river and showdown. Ended up they both had kings, so we all flopped king high. What? What the fuck? So they ended up chopping the pot. I'm pretty sure, you know, in retrospect, I like my fold there. I don't think, especially, you know, with a bet out, call, raise, call, I don't think I'm really beating anything there. So let me know what you thought about that hand. You know, this next hand, it shows I need to work a lot as a poker player, you know, and how I bet size, how I read other people, streets of value, when to bet and when not to bet. And, you know, I don't claim to be even ready, you know, nor close to what I want to do as a goal. But this is just one of those hands that prove there's a lot of improvement to grow on how I play. We look down at pocket nines on the button. Under the gun raises it to 12. He gets 2 callers. We end up re-raising to 40. A flop of ace, jack, 9. They all check to me, and I mean, I should have bet out, because the aces are going to hit on all the ranges that they're calling that re-raise. Ace, queen, ace, king, king, in this kind of game, king, jack, even queen, jack. But we don't, we check. Turn is an 8. This is where it gets bad. First to act, bets out 75 into the pot. This is really bad. I re-raised to 225. Ooh, the other player folds, and the guy jams for $16 more. I did not pay attention to his stack size. I did not pay attention to the whole board. I wasn't thinking. I kind of just saw the set on the flop, and I kind of like zoned out for dummies. But he jams for 16 more. I know I'm beat. I have outs. I just need the board to pair because I already know he has queen 10.
I know before the cards are even turned over.
I know he has a straight, but I have to call it off. I made the mistake, but I have outs. So, call for 16 more. River's a 3, and we lose. And the session was, we looked down at ace-8 on the hijack position. Mid position ended up raising it to 12. We had 4 callers. Flop comes out. Ace, Ace 8. Yeah. Button bets. Ends up going to the button, checking to the button bets 25. Unfortunately, everybody folds, but I call, obviously. Turns a jack. I check. He bets another 25. We call. River is a queen. I check. He bets 30. It's really looking like he's trying to take us to value 10 on this. So unless he has a bigger full house, ace queen, ace jack, I guess, but not against this player. No, we know he has an ace, I think, at this point. It's how much can we get out of him? He has a stack around $450, I want to say. We end up only raising it up to 125. He goes well into the tank. And the thing is, this player was about to leave like an orbit ago. And he was stacking up his chips after this hand. And he was pretty aggravated with the whole situation, and he ends up calling, though. So he calls, and we take it down. He ended up showing an ace. So got a little lucky there. Just needed to step outside for a little bit. It was getting kind of hot in my apartment. That's pretty much it. That's it for vlog 1. I guess pilot vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Finished editing it all. It takes a lot of work to make these together. I'm a big fan of Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi, Poker Kraut, the Trooper. What's the new guy's name? Poker Priest. Love him. And then you even got like one of my other favorites is the Doge. It's a really new poker streamer. It takes a lot to edit these videos. It's really cool though. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Kind of hearing the feedback. I'm kind of expecting to get ripped apart with some of these hands replays. But screw it, But I appreciate you guys checking out the vlog. And I hope you leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. We'll make some more videos. Peace, guys. Appreciate it.